Alright, let's finish this thing off. I don't know. Here's the box. Right here, well, not finish it off. We're going to finish off part 2 at least in this video. Maybe we can do the whole thing. I don't think I can. I've kind of broken part of it already, so I've broken this. We have to put that back together again. That's not so important. And I don't know where I think Andrea went. She says, oh no, she's right here. She's over here. So there she is, and this is what we made last time, which is bag number 1, which is this bit here. And this is bag number 3, and we can put that over to the side and make a bit of room on my incredibly cluttered desk today, and actually make some videos. The most important thing is that I really need to start posting videos, which I'm not doing. So that's not so good, because at the time of me making this video, I still haven't posted 2 videos, 2 or 3 other ones, so not so good. So this coming week and the week after, I'm definitely going to try and make considerably more videos, because I've got a huge backlog of things to do. So time to get onto them. And after this video, I'm just going to do a random non-Lego video, because I picked up something today and I haven't, and I have to open it because I want to use it, and I feel like I should make a video out of it, so I'm going to do that next. But anyway, let's just do this thing here. So we're going to make, I've forgotten his name already. His name is Ethan. Right, so let's make Ethan with his cool hair, which I've gone in, I can't see his hair. I don't see his hair at all. It's not here. Here it is. So, there we go. This, I'm pretty sure, is the hairstyle that Anakin, I think I first saw it with Anakin Skywalker a long time ago. I might be wrong. Might be thinking of a different one. There's a close-up view of his hair, which is significant because, oh, there's that battery. Because I mentioned it to a person, and they gave me, because I said I wanted this hair, that's right, because I wanted to make a David Tennant Doctor Who minifigure, and the ones that I saw on the internet had this. I think it was this hair. I'm pretty sure it looks like it would work. It does look like it could work. I'm pretty sure maybe it's a slightly different version, because I don't remember it being quite like that. I've got to dig it up. But anyway, I mentioned that, and this person, who was quite young, gave it to me, and I thought it was very nice of them. It's like, that's a very hard piece to get, because at the time it was only on Anakin. I don't think, maybe it isn't that exact hairstyle, but it makes me think of that hairstyle, so that's right. And they've got Ethan has popcorn, of course, because with a name like Ethan, how can you not have popcorn? I don't actually like saying the name Ethan, because I know an Ethan, and so it's like, I have to think of that person every time I say the word Ethan. Whereas I don't know an Andrea, or an Andre, or however you say her name. Though I did when I was a kid. So now I have to think of the one I knew when I was younger. It's such a hassle, isn't it? What have we got next? Oh, I am gonna have to clear my throat. I'm not gonna have to cough because I feel like coughing. I just feel like I'm gonna have to clear my throat. And I did cough before I did this, so that I had a clear throat. But I feel like I'm gonna do it again. But I'm gonna try and go as long as I can without coughing. It's not quite as late as I usually do. I'm trying to adjust my sleeping pattern to slowly get up earlier in the morning and go to bed later at night. There we go. I cleared my throat. Not quite as bad as a cough, because I just like doing that. I miss getting up really early in the morning, but I also like going to sleep at night. But then it always seems to cause problems, like with my eyes and with my arms and everything, whereas getting up and doing stuff during the day seems to work a lot better. Like at night, I really should do things like this and just relax and chill. Well, it's not that this is chilling, and not that this is not requiring my eyes, because it certainly is. But went to the doctors just a few days ago about my eyes. This. I feel like this thing here is going to be this is going to get done 3 times or something. It is, isn't it? This is going to be a bit more tedious than I thought. So, because look, oh, it says 4 times. Oh, that's just, oh, Oh, they hate me a lot. But it wasn't too hard to build that. But I've done it upside down too. I have. Oh gosh, no. No, I can. There's an easier way of doing this, isn't there? Take that off and turn it around the right way. Okay, that's one, and then we can do that. Well, yes. What was I saying? Well, all the instructions are on one page. Well, all the meaningful instructions are on one. No, they're not. I have to go back here. So let's just do this enough times. Yes, I went to the doctors because I felt my eyes were a bit funny. And if there's one thing you can say about me is I'm always paranoid about my eyes getting damaged somehow. And so I've gone to the doctors for the silliest of things with my eyes. And sometimes, serious things with my eyes. And of course, as soon as I go to the doctors, my eyes feel fine and better. Alright, well, I've got to make 3 of those before I turn the page. So at the moment, my eyes seem to have improved again. And I'm terribly worried about my my eyesight deteriorating due to age. But it's like, well, I'm not really ready for that, because you look at the graphs. And this is the thing about when you get older, is that it seems to go downhill not like in a slope, not like it doesn't you don't start off and slowly go down over the years. It's sort of like, well, you're pretty good for quite a while, and then all of a sudden they all sort of start to I feel like if we're looking at these graphs about eyesight and how they're going to fall apart over the years, and how I should expect to need glasses in my 50s like most people do, which is not that far away from me, but it's not that close, but I am in my 40s. And so, you're like, well, at the moment, my eyesight is perfectly fine, and I can read things quite close up, and I can do lots of things. But then you look at these graphs, and they have about the expected rate of decay of your eyesight. And you're like, well, that's kind of abrupt. I would expect, therefore, about 7 to 10 years that I will definitely need glasses, and my focal distance will be quite a lot longer away. I won't be able to see things like this close up. And I'm like, well, that doesn't seem like a very long time. And it's like, what? I've only got this much time before I suddenly have a definite marker of being old than I was before. So I think I'm all worrying a bit. I think my eyesight is pretty good for my age, and I'm probably, it's all going to work out fine. And I have a history of, at least partly a history in my family of living for a long, long time. So I should be, and I have the kind of lifestyle that you would expect me to live a good long lifetime. But you never know, do you? There's just some things you can't control, and things just happen, and there's not much you can do about that, and that's just things are. So make the most of every day you have, which is what I try to do. Right. And we've almost done all of these, which is good, because this is the worst part. But you have to have these things. You can't not have a Lego. You can't never have a Lego set where this happens, right? Because it's just a given that some Lego sets have to have repetitive, boring bits. And it's not, it's kind of it's not that bad. I think it would be a more enjoyable if I was watching a movie instead of talking on a camera. So that's the one thing I having decided to make videos of me doing Lego sets, that's the only bad thing. It's just well, actually, this kind of thing would have been more enjoyable in this context. Which I still have to finish, of course, my Technic truck thing, which is sitting right next to me. This thing from ages ago, which is still sitting here, and I've got everything ready. I was going to do most of it while watching a movie, and then just make one more video just for the end of it, because it's just too big for this kind of thing. So I could go back to the good old days. Right. And I really want to do some Technic Mindstorm stuff, and so I'm going to do that off camera, of course, and then come back later on and say, look what I made. It does this things. So when the new Mindstorms comes out, I think I might actually just go out and buy it. Given now that I have pretty much, well, most of the electronic things, which reminds me of another video that I still have to do about mindstorms, in a way, which I mentioned ages ago as being something I was very excited about. So I haven't put these things on. I don't need that plastic bag. And so we now have to make this. Where did this come from? Right, that was a lot of moves in one go. Right, was this something I was supposed to make before? What? Where did the? Oh, I completely missed this page. Thankfully, it's literally one thing, and I haven't finished putting that on. I have to find one piece though. Where is this? Where is this piece? I can't see it on the table. Oh no! What color is it? It's that color. Oh come on, please. Oh, here you are. Right. I remember when I first started doing these videos, and I just got this desk, and I didn't have my computer set up on the same desk, and it was set up somewhere else. There was so much more room. It was just like I could do whatever I wanted, and I forgot to check the camera. It's kind of okay. I think I've been on camera okay. The white piece of paper is supposed to match roughly where the camera can see, and I haven't, because the camera's tilted down a bit. And that's how I know that I'm filming myself, as long as my hands are over the white pieces of paper. But if I'm slightly out, then of course things could go wrong. I have discovered actually it's very easy for me to rotate the video using the software that I've always been using to update things. So I could have actually had this whole channel done the other way around, but I'm going to stick with doing what I've done so far. What is this instruction? Alright, okay, I see. I'm going to turn the page first. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Well, that actually looks... This actually seems very pleasing. I like this. I find this aesthetically satisfying somehow. And I feel it's kind of a shame to put this over the top. I like when pink goes with grey. Pink goes with grey, I think it's a really good combination. I don't know exactly why. I'm going to hazard a guess. It's got something to do with a Commodore 64. And its colours, because it makes me think of Commodore 64s. And so that just shows you how old I am. So I mentioned that I was in my 40s, and I've just given that away by talking about computers from the 80s. Right. If you don't know what that is, it's a computer from the 80s, the 1980s, not the 2080s. That's the future. Those computers will be based on crystals or something. If anything I've ever seen on television is going to teach me anything. Right. Actually, I always hate that when they have that on TV or any movies and stuff, where it's like, you know, advanced technology is always like some sort of crystal thing, where and when they have to program it or change things, they just take a crystal out and they put it in somewhere else. Like, this is stupid. Just like, stop it, stop, stop. Please don't do that. All right. And then this thing goes here. What is this blue thing for, though? Was that even part of this? All these little bits in here. These have got to come into the next part. All right, so this is going to go in. This is the exciting part, because now we can actually start seeing. It's quite effective, isn't it? Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Actually, I like the sound, because the sound makes it sound like it's motorized. You're like, it's not actually motorized. You're being tricked. All right, and so here we go. This is what the blue stuff for. We're going to make a little bird thing or something. A duck or something, or a... Oh, I've done it wrong. Like, seriously, just follow the instructions. Okay. We start here. We put these things on. And that one can go there. We've only done 15 minutes so far. So this hasn't been the longest video. And this is going to take a while, because I'm bound to lose some pieces. That one goes there. That one goes there. And oh gosh, it's very hard to see what's going on here because it's all blue. So I kind of have to guess. All right, I think it goes like that. Oh, and then there's this piece here, which is this one. Oh, these dark blue pieces are very hard to read. Now what's over here? We have to get this one. This is going to get confusing as to how it goes on the camera. Oh. Oh, there seems like a lot in this. There's a lot more pieces in this than I thought. Like, I thought I'd pretty much finished bag number 2 when I'd done that, but no, this just goes on. It's like the ending of Return of the King. Right. So which way around? Okay, that goes there. And this goes there, which I haven't watched yet. I was going to rewatch all of The Lord of the Rings, and I've only watched Fellowship of the Ring. So, bit behind on that. Which I have to reread, actually. Because I did, in fact, reread the other 2 books when the movies came out. Having read them when I was a kid, I reread them as an adult. Except I didn't reread the first one. Because it's, like, big. And I think I'd just seen the movie. And I was like, well, okay, I saw the movie. I'll just read the next 2 books. Because I kind of remember what happened. And so that's to be on my to-do list. And I shall reread my original copies from when I was young. Which I saved up money to go, my pocket money to buy, and it took me like a month to save up enough money to buy the book, which was very good because that's pretty much how long it took me to actually read each book when I was that age, and so, you know, it works out well. And I'm actually not reading the instructions at all. I'm just looking at the picture and putting these things together. Except the tail bit's a bit confusing, but I think it's this thing here. Alright. And we've got an extra camera. I think that was belonging to Ethan, but he doesn't need it. Here's the camera. Maybe that was from someone else. Like, I don't know what the camera was for. Right. Okay. Finally, we've got to get these things there. I actually don't I also don't like these things because they're so tricky to put in. They're just infuriating. Okay, and then we need a purple one to go on the top. And this is a pretty scary amusement ride. Like who would go on the shark? Alright, and that is the end of... So we now have one animal, one ride, and they're going to go there. So, alright, so Ethan can be the first person to drive this because they've got a popcorn, and Andrea doesn't, so she can't go on the ride because you can't go on the ride unless you're got popcorn. And round we go. So it's going to look really good actually. It'll be better when you don't have to push it. Okay, this is going to be fun. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm actually going to finish this by going on to the next video straight away, but I'm going to finish this video here. So, please join me next time when we continue this exciting set. Bye!